Hello and welcome back to Japan. You may notice that we are a count level vassal once more. This is because we have two different theories for why this decision worked when we didn't have the requirements. Now, both of these theories are wrong, but we're going to go through them one by one. Let's first of all go to assert regional domination, which says, you lead a strength or determination house aspiration block with a concerted level. And this was the one that was more thumbs up. And what people said is that that means that you need to lead a strength block or a determination block, which is a concerted level. The concerted level only being on the determination block. That is incorrect. Let me show you. I have, from this save, invited somebody to a block. Our aspiration is determination. So, let's go and have a look at what happened to the decision when I did that. So, we are determination. We are not at concerted. We are at cooperative. And it is ticked. Therefore, that is not what that says. And it is a bug. Okay? We're all on the same page here? That is quite definitely bugged. Right. Let's now go and look at the second one, for which I think we can load our main save for, which is your house aspiration was fully upgraded strength or determination, which qualified me for that decision. Well, let's see. Our house aspiration on our latest save is a level 2, not a level 3, although it moves you to the level 3 page. We are not at level 3. We would need to have another 4,947 prestige to be at level 3. So it's not because our house aspiration was fully upgraded. Neither of these things happened. It's just, a bug. I think it might be, by the way, the same bug that we see with university holdings. I was trying to think of a best way of showing it. But you know where it builds up, not university holdings, the university event, like the activity. So you know when it's building up the bar for that, sometimes you're at level 2 for that and you get the level 3 reward. I think there's something weird going on with their bars. I think it's a bug all through the game. Not really sure what's causing it. Yeah, but I'm fairly certain that that's the same bug that's just happening everywhere. So it's treating level 2 like it's level 3, which is, yeah, just incorrect, but it just needs like a fix. It's not the end of the world. We would have, by the way, at this point in the game, had access to that decision anyway, so we're only like talking about a 1-year difference, because at this point we actually, oh, that's the wrong button, we actually do have a block leveled up to concerted, so we would have been able to do it at this point in the game anyway. So when did we become a duke? So we became a duke 2 years ago. So we would, basically, if we'd waited 2 years, we would have become a duke anyway. So it's not like it's a huge difference one way or the other. So, what are we going to do now? Well, now things become interesting, because expanding is weird. Well, I don't know, it's weird from this point. Can we create any kingdoms? Well, there is the kingdom of Yamato, so yes, and technically we could create a kingdom, but can we? Ritsuru and Soryo rulers can only create kingdoms in Japan if they are independent or hold a kingdom title without holding Japan. Okay, so that would be a no then. Alright, so how do we advance? I guess it would be formalize the Miyako shogunate? Okay, so what would I need to do here? So, you would need to become the ruling regent of Japan. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna. I guess you'd have to do some kind of faction to do that. Okay, you need to have a level of fame and a legitimacy. You're an independent ruler. Well, you'd be an independent ruler because the ruling regent's a top level title. So yeah, that would be fine. You have at least powerful ministry's law, which is also, so, okay. The path is, you become a ruling regent, you then raise your legitimacy and level of fame to level 4. This will already be true because you're the ruling regent. The only way where this couldn't be true and you were the ruling region is if you were a vassal underneath the hegemony of China. Or another hegemony, like hegemony of Rome would equally work for what I'm saying here. So that would be the case then. Soryo government, yeah, that's fine. This is just a law you have to level up, so that's effectively X amount of prestige. You're not at war, and then these duchies are completely within the realm. So that's not impossible, we just need to become a ruling region of Japan. How would we do that? I guess what we should do is have a look at factions and see what we can do. Install ruling regent faction. It's not possible to start or join a faction against an ally. Okay. And your house head cannot have an alliance. Well, that's fair. The faction leader replaces the current regent. So that's what we need to do. We need to not be allies with the Kampaku, and we need to take his title. Okay. Okay, that's not impossible. Yeah. Okay. I think we can do that. Oh, also there's to create imperial policy faction. Oh, that's cool. That was kind of what we were looking for earlier via, like, a political way, but yeah, a military way would be quite good for that. For getting disarmament or something put in. Okay. So for now, because the Kampaku is our ally, we're effectively just at peace. And we want to expand and build up our holding. As in, like, not expand, sorry, we want to upgrade and build up our holdings. Okay. It was also pointed out that we have a duchy, which is true. So we can construct a new duchy building at some point. What would we want? What do we currently have in our capital? Oh yeah, also, yes, I'm not allowed to hold cities because I'm a Soryo ruler. Thank you for pointing that out. It is actually very beneficial to be reminded. Okay. So, we have a couple of men-at-arms bonuses there. Okay. So maybe military academies would be okay. Although it doesn't give anything to your men-at-arms, does it? It's only for knights. Yeah, okay. Although that would be good, because we don't have very large armies. Burial site doesn't seem like the correct thing for us. It doesn't really give us anything of what we need. Marshes? It's very uninspiring. Especially as we're not being raided, so not even the hostile raid time does anything for us. Siege Works is really, really good if you're sure you're going to win battles and you just want to speed up the sieges. But we're not sure. Station men-at-arms in this holding get a bunch of bonuses. Which is okay. The levy size doesn't matter too much. Yeah, that's definitely okay. They're reasonable bonuses. It's quite a lot for 15%, no? That would be cool if we had cavalry, which I don't. We also don't have the Tsuki innovation either, so we couldn't do that even if we wanted to. Crown smithies makes your spearmen better. We don't currently have spearmen in this holding. We have skirmishers. Yeah, we have spearmen in the other holding. Yeah, which this wouldn't apply to. Archery grounds. So that makes skirmishers better, interestingly. So you get skirmisher damage, toughness, pursuit, and screen. So you get quite a lot of skirmisher bonuses, and you get money off your men-at-arms. Yeah, you get some significant skirmisher bonuses there. Taxes, I mean, it's always good. Like, there's no negative to taxes. Bonuses for grand weddings and feasts in this holding. Wait, 50% off feasts? We already have like 50% off feasts. Could this just basically be like, you get free feasts. All you have to do is pay your caravan master. Maybe. Increased rewards for holding grand weddings. Prestige. I mean, this one's interesting. I don't know if it's what we want, but it's interesting. And then increased hunt success chance. Now we did go for a bunch of other hunt bonuses. Maybe we do this. You get more development growth. You get more successful hunts. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is probably what I'm going for. This fits with... Oh, sorry. This is what I'm going for. This fits with what we've already been, like, doing, effectively. I need manneralism for it. Alright then. So in however many years, we'll build it. How many years does it reckon it'll be? 26 years currently, which I think has gone up since last time we looked. Although that's probably because of the disease, which is lower development. So, yeah, fair enough. Do I want to give away any holdings? That's the next question that we have. We are going to lose some of our holdings on succession, but I'll keep Nita. I have too many brothers, that's the problem. Am I losing them to Tadamoto? Let me just see, because he's, what, 4th in line? I don't know if I would lose any to him anyway, but let's see how I'm in the wrong one. Let's see how many I'm losing. I'm only losing 3 anyway, yeah. That makes sense. So I wouldn't have lost any to him. I was wondering whether giving away a barony fixes anything, but I don't think it does. And even if it did, we'd have to give away like quite a lot, because I have some younger siblings as well. Yeah, well, sorry, younger... I shouldn't call it younger children. That'd be a better way. I was thinking siblings from the point of view of my player heir there, but... yeah. Okay. So I guess we could give them away early, and then that would allow us to get the domain taxes back. That's what I was thinking, is if we're going to lose them anyway, I could give them away and then get my domain taxes back in the short term. Yeah, and I think I should keep Oki, because Oki has the most benefit, or the most buildings built up. Although this one also has buildings. We shouldn't keep this one. We shouldn't keep Iwami, even though I've increased the control in it. Let's see here. Control is 100 over here. Yeah, I think what I do is I keep Kumi, and I get rid of the other 2. Or it's Hoki. I was reading this bit. Yeah. So let's keep that one. Well, let's keep Izumo, Nita, and then I can get rid of this one. So this one is going to... I guess it should just go to whoever is first in line, who's going to end up being Kunimoto, who would be our natural... like, he's our firstborn son. Yeah, I was going to say natural heir, but firstborn son. Let's grant him that title. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, that seems fine. We're still going to increase control in it, but I think we want to give that away. Okay. And then, after that, I want to give away one more. So we're going to give away Oki to our second son, who is Yasuhito. Yeah. So you are going to get Oki. And he's no longer my master of the hunt, despite being perfectly eligible to be my master of the hunt. I was wondering whether I wanted to make that my my son of wolves, who is currently our acclaimed knight, who's a hunter acclaimed knight. You know, I think I do. Even though he's only good, I think he's gonna benefit from it more. Cool, because he'll get the yeah, the experience, right? That's master of the horse I put him into. Oops. Okay, I'm not gonna take the hit for firing him, but yeah, there we go. I was wondering why he wasn't excellent. He wasn't excellent because I was looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Hunter trait experience is what I was thinking of. I guess he's the master of the horse and the hunt right now. It's cost me 0.3 every month for that mistake. That is outrageous. Right. I need to restation my men at arms, which is okay. You can now sit over there. I'm few knights, but that'll fix itself because they'll be re-eligible as knights anyway. I can change my son's contract. Do I want to? I mean, I'm kind of fine with where it is. Would I want this? Lower taxes, more levies? Maybe? I don't know. No? I guess not. That's fine. Right. And then anything else that we need to do? No. Okay. Well, we're hosting an activity. It starts in 5 months. Let's go. Do we want to spend some money in order to get 5 development growth for 5 years in every county that was infected? Yeah. Obviously. That's absurd. It means we're getting 11 monthly change over here. How much are we getting in our capital? Only 2, but still, 2's not bad given... Wait, was it even... Does it get the infected bonus? Wait, where's the +5 for infected? Wait. Yeah, you get the major disease recovery. Why didn't you get major disease recovery? You were infected. Oh, I don't know. Okay, do you get it? No? Okay, apparently there's infected and infected. Okay, you got it though. Yeah. Oh, well, whatever. That's fine. Maybe I missed that there was another condition. So death do us part. My wife died. Oh no. I now have only one wife, who is my betrothed, who I'm about to marry. Okay, so we're definitely down on the number of spouses that we should have right now. Alright. Right, and continue waiting for this grand wedding to start. 40 days on it. Cool. Oh no, we aren't low on knights apparently. We're actually low on knights. Because I don't have enough. Alright, well, we're going to have to see if we can recruit people at some point. I mean, we could pay money to recruit that random person, but I'm thinking about, you know, doing it in a better way. Right, the wedding ceremony starts. Okay. Artistic differences. As if organizing a wedding worthy of my family's stature weren't stressful enough, I also have to deal with Nobuko's relatives. Her half-brother, Kinyasu, arrived bright and early today and has been following me around ever since, complaining about this or that non-stop. As I feel a splitting headache growing behind my eyes, he continues blabbering undeterred. I knew you were a bad match for my dear Nobuko. Look at this place, the poor flowers, the bare tables, and not a single sliver of gold anywhere to be seen. My poor heart bleeds for the miserable life that awaits that wretched child. And say we can find some common ground. I don't see you paying for anything. We'll be just fine. Relax. Let's try and find some common ground. We did. Nice. Okay. Also, these two houses became friends. Or became, like, closer as two people became friends. Lost for words. My heart throbs with the noise of clattering furniture or my head throbs with the noise of clattering furniture and chattering guests. The strain must show because my sister Masako takes my arm and steers me into the next room. The sound of preparations dies away. We speak of small things. Times past, people we've known, not a word about the wedding. Then we run out of words and fall silent. Let's start forming a friendship with our sister. Is this what we want, by the way? Yeah, we want recreation. I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Unless I want to just try and diplomacy him, but I think recreation is fine. Ooh. I lost this, and then I gained this. Okay, so I think somebody just gave me this. Okay. Aramoto steps forward bearing a long wrapped object. My brother, I have a gift for your union. Aramoto says, presenting a scroll. A Kakijiku scroll with prose from the finest poet. May you remember its meaning when times get tough. Okay. So, it can gain fertility. It can gain powerful vassal opinion. Or it can gain the world's smallest amount of renown. Yes, it can gain fertility. I'm going to close that for a second. And it's a trinket as well, which is even better. Get rid of one of these truly awful trinkets, like that one. Replace it with this, which gives us 3 diplomacy, 15% fertility. It gives us some renown anyway, and then personal scheme success chance. Yeah, cool. Right. Condolences on your wedding. I pity you, fellow vassal. Lady Sadako tells me what married life is like. A slow, painful march towards the moment when you find out which of you will toss the other aside. Like me and Masatoki, she grumbles. Is that what my marriage to Nobuko will be like? And say, she's perfect for me. Don't worry about me, I'll have hobbies. Being a witch. Please, I know all about marriage. I've been married how many times? Well, true. Or will it really be that bad? Yeah, I'm going to say I've been married a lot. And then that's fine, we gain confident groom. That's good. Poisonous relations. The preparations and rituals of a wedding ceremony are many. In a lull in between them, I hear some snickering and scoffing coming from a group of Nobuko's relatives. When they see that they got my attention, Tomoko starts addressing me directly. It's truly a shame we couldn't find anyone better for poor Nobuko, but such is life. Say yes, yes, of course, or is that a challenge? I think we just give some room there, but we don't challenge them. Ooh, new artifact gained. Somebody brought me some bronze-plated mail. Thank you very much, whoever brought me that. I was trying to see whether it gave any description about why it was sent here. The creator was Lady Halfrither? How did that get to me? Is it delayed inheritance or something? We should be able to see history, right? It was created by Lady Halfrither for... Oh, no, for the Tenno. Okay, so she created it for the late Emperor, who then gave it to his son, who then gave it to us at the wedding. Oh, wow. Okay. That's interesting. Anyway, that's cool. The wedding ceremony. I'm going to say I do. A hot take, I think at the wedding that's the done thing to do most of the time. Yeah, so we get Ruler's Grand Wedding, some more development growth, and we get Renown. Yeah, it seems good to me. Right, the wedding banquet has started. Wonderful. More relations are improving between different houses, which is fantastic. We get life reaffirmed due to the nice food, which gives us the health boost and the prestige. Can't get away. I know I should be spending some time with my new wife, Nobuko, and her family, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend Yali. I can see Lady Nobuko starting to glare at me, but every time I try to excuse myself, Yali has me howling with laughter all over again. And say what a joy to have him here, and he becomes my best friend. I can try and get my wife to join in. We should sneak out so we can talk, yeah, properly. Confider is great, but I don't think that this is the situation. Let's say a 74% chance that they become rivals is really bad. I think we just have to take her opinion hit on me and we become best friends. Right. Food fit foray. Right. This is one of the normal feast events where you pick which lifestyle experience you would like. I would like the 300 diplomacy, please, rather than the 100 stewardship. Hey, new diplomacy perk. Nice. I'll grab Groom to Rule, which gives every child 1 to 3 extra skill points. But you know, it's just a nice little boost across the board. How's our heir looking now? Much the same. Alright. Well, there you go. Oh, by the way, I should say, talking of skill points, apparently Paradox are looking at making some changes in a patch, like in the next patch, I think, for this. So they're looking at, I believe, trying to move some domain limit away from stewardship to reduce domain limit across the board. And I think they're looking at reducing the amount of learning buffs that stack on top of each other. Because there are quite a lot of them now, and your learning quite often just naturally ends up insane without you doing anything with it. I'll be interested to see how these things turn out. I'm not going to talk too much more about them because I want to actually see what it looks like when they you know, release a patch. But yeah, it'll be interesting if they move domain limit off stewardship. Stewardship is, yeah, I believe the reason why they want to do it is what I'm about to say. Stewardship's just like the best stat most of the time. So if they move it away from that, could change the balance of power slightly. Although then you could be stuck with really low domain limit, and that can make things more difficult. But maybe that's good. Who knows? Anyway. Every feast there's always one. Every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant, cornering people who just will not be silent. I'm going to take the 88% chance of a free diplomacy perk. I got it. Wonderful. Well, do I want Bound by Blood? Not really. Do I want Befriend? Maybe, but not really. I don't really want these either. Do I want Thoughtful? No. I guess I'll grab Befriend, given that my other option, every option I was like, not really. So, a friend at least gives us access to a new scheme, which is kind of cool. My daughter recovered from consumption. Fantastic. Is this the... yeah, this is the same event that we just had. Do I want the Kampaku to be my friend? I mean, he's already our ally, so let's make him our friend. That seems good. Okay. Shimmering Shining. This is the same event. You just pick which lifestyle experience you'd like. I'm going to take the Kampaku's opinion over the Tenno's opinion. Kindred Spirit. Do I want to become friends with this dude? No. Not really. I'm fine. And now we have the wedding night. Okay. Ceremonial commitments. As the banquet reached its climax, Nobuko's growing anxiety over the imminent bedding ceremony was clear. My new wife turns to me as the procession sets off to our chambers, pleading, "Please, can't we do this without?" over the hollering and drumming. And say, "We have the room to ourselves. It'll be alright, or don't be silly, it's tradition." Let's convince her it'll be alright. She was upset. That's not good. A secret truth has reached the light of day. My sister, Masako, has had an affair with her soulmate, Tadako. I do not see what the fuss is about. It's not as if lust is an unnatural affliction, we say. Is that because our culture doesn't care? Not culture, religion doesn't care? Yeah, it's accepted. Here's a question. If it's well, it's still an affair, I guess. I was going to say, if it's accepted, why is there a negative opinion thing associated? But that's because it was an affair. Although, wait a second, adultery is fully accepted, so like, why was there a negative opinion? Who knows? Anyway. A night to remember. The fire in the grate has started to wither, and I stare at its flames in silence. The light, its warmth. Lady Nobuko's is searching for something in her wooden chest, and I take my eyes off the flames to look at her. "Kunosuke," she says, offering me a small package wrapped in silk. "I've saved this since I heard of our betrothal, and now I offer it to you as a token of my love." It's not very good though, is it? And say, "You are my greatest gift." I get this thing and then she likes me. "I have something for you." Or, "I have something for you and you get my prize brooch." I'm going to say, "You are my greatest gift." And we'll leave it at that. The wedding is over. We marry. We get a bunch of prestige. We get some famous reveler traits. It's no longer eager revelers because we now get diplomacy and intrigue for it. We get some piety. We got some money. I don't know why we got money, but we got money. We lost stress. We get some legitimacy. We get celebrated grand wedding. We get more legitimacy. Every guest likes us, and every courtly vassal, of which we now have one, got 5 opinion of us. So that's good. Fantastic. Okay, so now we've married her, right? Now we've married her. We might want to just marry again, because we're still too few spouses now. Yep. So, I guess I want to look for a spouse who's going to give us some stats, maybe some stewardship potentially. Yeah. Maybe some of all skills. Maybe just... Oh, you know what we should do first, though? Although Funya might be the right option anyway. Let's just do that. Okay. Your other skills other than stewardship suck. Yours are okay. I think I might marry her. Yeah, we've married into House Funya before, so that's fine. In fact, we're marrying the wife. Oh, I thought that was the wife of the previous person who was in charge of Funya, but no, that's daughter of the previous person then. Okay. I'm going to arrange marriage with ourselves. It's not going to be a grand wedding. We're just going to, like, marry. Fantastic. Now she's the primary spouse. Which, it's a little odd, but anyway. Make primary spouse. Yeah, so that doesn't really make Nobuko very happy, but that's okay. And now, how am I feeling about being under the number of spouse? Not too bad. Not too bad. Okay. Cool. Right, anything else to do? We can do a grand rite. We haven't done one of those yet. Let's do a grand rite. Sure, we'll hold it in our capital. We'll just do it. The goal is to worship Tokoyo no Kami. There are only 2 people who can be invited because these are the other 2 witches. Okay. Let's start the grand rite. Why is it taking 3 months to begin? The guests have arrived. Why do we need to wait 3 months? Oh, whatever. Oh, our sister died. That's not good. Okay then. Right, back in here. I'm engaged in the dark ritual. Hey, an event! As the moon rises in the heavens, heralding his arrival, I can feel my body responding to the strange energies in the air. The silhouettes around the great bonfire are silent, unmoving, waiting for that which is to come. As the host of this gathering, it's up to me to begin the ritual. I will read from the ancient grimoire, play some tricks with sounds and shadows, rely on my charisma and improvise, or present a grand offering. Play some tricks with sound and shadows? The blessings of Tokoyo no Kami are many, and among them is knowing when to apply a little trickery. With the help of some mirrors, horns, and willing assistants, I put on a spectacular show. The air is thick with the thrilling mix of fear and excitement. I can't remember the last time I felt this alive. Now the main ceremony is finished, my guests and I are free to worship as it pleases us. So I can ask Aramoto to instruct me in the art of poetry, or laugh, drink, dance, enjoy his blessings. Alright, I'll take the learning lifestyle perk. And now it is done. Okay, so it's 30 gold and we got a perk. Alright, that's fine. Reflections on the future. What do I want for the future? Health I don't care about. Favor? Nope. Prosperity? Stewardship plus monthly income. It's only for us. Or faithful servant. Yeah, let's do that. It's not like it passes on to the next character. Let's do that. Maybe increase development and county efficiency? Because we're still doing that. Well, we're not doing that. We're currently converting this thing and it'll take 21 months. But we will be doing that at some point. Which will be fine. Okay, cool. Oh, I should definitely emerge from seclusion. I was hosting all these things while in seclusion? That's impressive. Okay. Cool. And then, because it was suggested a while ago, and I should do it, it's just I needed to remember to do it, we should convert you to witchcraft. Because if we convert our tutor to witchcraft, we're naturally going to generate witches. Right? So, let's do that. And we then don't have to educate everyone ourselves. She will just naturally convert a percentage of people, which will be pretty good. Because as people get educated, she'll convert and it'll all work out. Anyway, that is where I'm going to end the episode for today. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.